Dog, I really hate this app because it's like the people on this app just do not listen and they just want to argue. I never said you're depriving children of water in a sport. I said in order to make them more disciplined, in order to get something right, whether it's a drill, a move, tackling in football, in order to get them more disciplined at doing stuff right, you have to be like, hey, no one is drinking any water until we get this drill right. Y'all are thirsty and tired, right? Okay. We'll take a 3 to 5 minute rest break after y'all get this drill right. But y'all been messing up on this drill for like the past 20 to 30 minutes. And this is exactly why we have a lot of kids now that aren't disciplined, because either don't grow up playing sports or they played sports and they just went home and complained to their parents. Like, oh, the sport's too hard. Okay, well, you can quit, honey. Like, y'all are just soft.
Ultron's character in Avengers Age of Ultron makes absolutely no sense. And the fact that people just say, oh, he was a peak MCU villain, that just proves that people just be accepting slop, bro. From the very get-go, when we were introduced to his character, he watches 30 seconds of something on the internet, probably sees something weird as hell on Rule 34, and saw the Luka and AD trade. And then he was like, oh, no, humanity dumb as hell. Y'all gotta go. I can understand it from his point of view. Just imagine waking up from a nap and you've never, like, this is your first time on Earth. You skim the internet and you see some bullshit. Oh, no, y'all gone. He wakes up, goes and lectures the Avengers about how they're killers. I can't stand y'all. Humans are a plague to Earth. Y'all are weird as hell. Y'all are killers. By the way, I'm going to go recruit these metahumans. I'm going to go and recruit Wanda and Quicksilver, who were raised by Hydra. And Hydra's main goal is to take over the Earth and kill a bunch of people. We saw this in Winter Soldier. So he just lectured the Avengers about how they're killers. And then he's like, yeah, I'm going to go recruit these people from Hydra. And what does he do after he recruits people from Hydra? He goes and strikes an arm deal with Claw, an AI robot that hates humanity, goes to strike an arms deal with a black market dealer, a black arms dealer, who is known for murdering people, stealing from people, and just doing a bunch of like illegal stuff. But you just lectured the Avengers about how they're killers, and you also recruited some more killers that were raised by killers, and you brought those killers with you to strike an arms deal with another killer. If you watch the Avengers like Assemble cartoon, or if you read any Avengers comic where they fight Ultron, Ultron literally says he can't stand humanity so much he doesn't want to work with them. He calls them meatbags and calls them a plague to the Earth. He can't stand humanity. Why is this Ultron working with humans if he can't stand them? That doesn't make any sense. That made no sense to me. I was watching the movie. It's like, wait a second. This isn't the Ultron I know. They had a scene where he brought the vibranium that he got from Claw to a scientist lady, and he was rizzing up the scientist lady. I need you to make a vibranium body out of this. I can't do that. I can't make living matter out of metal. I can't do that. I don't have the technology here. But I believe in you, baby. You can do anything. This is not the Ultron that I know, dog. Why is he talking to her like that? Oh, the Ultron from the comics and the cartoons would have slimed out Claw, slimed up the scientist, and done everything by himself. Could you imagine how much more terrifying of a villain he would be if instead of hiring Wanda and Quicksilver to manipulate the Hulk to fight the Avengers, and then you have Quicksilver running around punching everybody, it would have been way more, he would have been a scarier villain if he was like, you know what? I can't stand humanity. I'm going to take on the entire world by myself. I'm going to take on the Avengers by myself. That's why Thanos was scary. The first scene that we saw of Thanos in Infinity War, he put belt to ass on Hulk. That is how you introduce a villain. That is how you establish a terrifying villain.
It's going to take all of you. It's going to take every ounce of your being, everything you got. And if you give it any less than everything you totally got, you're not totally spent, you're not doing enough. When you get to the point that you got 5 more reps, you get 5 more reps, but then you got 5 more. And somehow, by some act of God,
bro, you got to be a different type of strong to be in a relationship and do content creation at the same time. I couldn't do it. I really couldn't do it. Take this whole Nigel West and Lexi Learman situation, for example. Now, there's not like an actual situation going on from what I know, but every time Lexi posts or every time Nigel posts on YouTube or TikTok or whatever, their comment sections are always just full of like sour people just talking about, oh, I don't feel like Nigel loves her as much as she loves him. And I'm like, what are y'all basing this off of? Y'all are basing this off of TikTok clips, off of them posting 20 to 40 second TikTok clips, and they look happy. I don't understand. Every single time people see a happy couple, oh, I think this is going on behind the scenes. What makes you say that? And why would you even say something like that? Why are we doing this? Y'all don't know these people, bro. Y'all don't know these people. Y'all keep judging based off like these short clips, and they look perfectly fine. I saw someone in the comment section say she bought him a watch that cost $7,000. He didn't do that for her. How do you know he didn't? And they just didn't post it. They don't have to post everything for y'all. They don't have to. They can post whatever they choose to do. They don't have a contract where they need to post everything. And if I remember correctly, he took her on like some trip to Bora Bora or some Caribbean islands or something like that. And I'm like, dog, they didn't even have to post that trip. They just did that for content because they felt like doing it. I'm like, they don't have to do any of this. And then on top of that, I keep seeing people saying, oh, he just said, fuck us. We're the ones that made you famous. But now he's doing his clothing brand stuff. He can do whatever he wants to do. Why do y'all care this much? Go watch something else. Go do something else with y'all's lives. Y'all sound sick and messed up in the head that y'all are judging him because he wants to focus on his clothing brand. Some people fall out of love with stuff. Not saying that he fell out of love with content creation, but some people, as human beings, we can find love in other things. You can start he made like gym content at first. And then I kind of saw like while he's making gym content, he started making gym get ready with me's where he was kind of like putting the more fashion, like a fashion aspect into it. Or he was just like talking about clothes, like, oh, this is what I buy, this is what I do. It's like, dog, people can evolve. People can change. And I just don't understand this mentality of y'all, like, viewers feeling like they're owed something. And then I keep seeing, like, every single time, like, he does, like, a clothing brand drop, he'll start posting. And people be like, oh, so you're only posting when you're about to do a clothing brand drop. Nigga, that's called marketing. That is called marketing. Do y'all know how hard it is for some, like, half of y'all can't even balance going to the gym and going to work at the same time. This man is trying to balance a relationship, fitness content, clothing content, working on his clothing brand, promoting his clothing brand, doing all this stuff. Y'all can't even balance going to the gym and going to work. But y'all expect him to do every single thing perfectly. I really can't stand people, bro. Y'all are so slow.
Wake up. You gonna do this one the right way. Groove. Smooth. Ooh. Wake up.
This the feel, this is soul. This the feel, this white gold. This the real, break the mold. This the feel, don't let go. This the feel, this is soul. This.
Dog, this Supergirl trailer hasn't even been out for 2 full days, and we already have people hating on the movie, dog. And it's just a teaser trailer. It's a teaser trailer. Y'all don't even know the full story yet, and y'all are already hating on it. I can't stand every single time. It's like nowadays, if a movie has a female lead, these nerds get to hating on it so much. Why does it have to be a female lead? Oh my gosh, it's just another Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Because it's set in space and it has humor and the movie has color to it. So it's another Guardians of the Galaxy copy. Y'all not see how stupid y'all sound? Y'all don't even know the story. Y'all don't know the plot. Y'all don't know the amount of characters that are going to be introduced. Y'all don't know anything that's going to happen. Y'all are just automatically hating on it because there's a female lead. Y'all did this exact same shit with Mad Max Furiosa, and that was a great movie. I went and saw that shit, and I enjoyed it. And there were people talking about, oh my gosh, why does it have to be a female lead? Why couldn't they have just done Mad Max again? Why does it have to be a woman? Y'all are weird, bro. Y'all can't, women can't have superheroes that they look up to. Why is that an issue? And if that bothers you so much, just don't go see the movie. Don't talk about it. If I see a movie and it has a Hispanic lead actor or an Asian actor or whatever, or a female actress, I'm not going to get upset and be like, oh my gosh, why isn't it a black person? I don't care about that shit. That shit doesn't bother me. I'm going to go see the movie. And if I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. What is wrong with y'all? Y'all get to hating on movies before they even come out because of the actor or actress, depending on their gender or their race or their nationality or whatever. Is that all y'all care about? Y'all have so much hate in y'all's hearts. Y'all don't even give anything a chance. Y'all are some weirdos.
The problem with our generation is none of y'all do any research anymore. And it is absolutely sickening. It is absolutely sad. I saw a guy he was trying to inform people about how to eat healthy, and he was posting 5 meals that he eats throughout the days, 3 main meals and some snacks that he eats throughout the days to keep himself healthy. Just some clean meals, some clean snacks, some eggs, oatmeal, fruits, veggies, chicken, salmon, just normal foods, right? And there's people in the comment section saying, hey, you shouldn't eat all that fiber. Fiber is unhealthy for your gut. There's people in the comment section saying, hey, your body doesn't know the difference between natural sweeteners, natural sugars, and unnatural sweeteners, unnatural sugars. There are people with brains saying this shit. There are people with brains saying this shit, y'all. And I'm like, it doesn't take that much research. If you pay attention in school, if you do a quick Google search, if you look at a few websites and it's so crazy how people think your body doesn't know the difference. Your body doesn't know the difference between unnatural sugars and natural sugars. Why are y'all so quick to lie without doing your own research? And it's so crazy to me how people will eat fast food and then they will people will eat fast food for 3 meals a day. And they'll be heavy. Their stomach's always upset. They're always on the toilet. They always have headaches. They're always having issues with their body, and they don't know why. And then we're trying to tell y'all it's the food you're putting in your bodies, and you're like, no, I can eat all this bullshit. My body I'll be perfectly fine. That's dog, y'all see how tiring it is to try and help people, but people just don't want to listen? Dog, a lot of y'all ain't gonna want to hear this, but if you really want cleaner skin, smoother skin, brighter skin, you have got to prioritize eating cleaner. The fuel you put in your body is how your body operates. Your skin literally shows you how your diet is doing. If you are constantly eating greasy burgers, drinking sodas, eating candy or all these weird snacks, your body is not going to feel as good, and your skin is going to show. Every time I hop on this app, I see people talking about, oh, if you want cleaner skin, buy this exfoliant. If you want smoother skin, buy this face wash. And it's or buy this moisturizer. And that stuff is cool. Yes, you can have a face wash routine. I have one as well. But if you want to see improvements in your skin, fast improvements, you have got to fix your diet, bro. I stopped drinking soda in high school when I was having breakouts all the time. Breakouts stopped. And I still have a pimple every now and then pop up, but it's like, could be from stress, could be maybe if I was touching my face too much that day. But it's like, dog, as long as you take care of your diet, you are going to be absolutely fine. My skin is looking better. It's looking way smoother. It's feeling way more moisturized. If you take care of your diet, bro, that is going to carry you miles. And it's not even just your skin, it's how you feel. I stopped eating fast food burgers all the time. I don't feel heavy. I don't get sick like that. It's like, dog, if you take care of your diet, your body is going to reward you and show you how well it's doing. So please just take care of your diet first before going out there and spending all this money on these face products, because it's going to be a waste of time. That stuff can still help you even if you have like a bad diet, but you should really prioritize, okay, I'm not going to eat all this fast food. And you don't have to do it all of a sudden, because I know that's hard to do. I had to like break it up. I had to like, okay, I'm only going to get fast food twice a week. Okay, I'm only going to do it on the weekend. And then eventually I just stopped doing it together. So, dog, you want better skin, just prioritize a clean diet, bro. I promise you it's going to do you wonders.
You let me build up my feelings. You shatter them quickly, I let you. It's easier than fighting, but I know.
I know what is happening in your heart, girl. I know it cause I'm feeling the same. But it is not hard to create a new reality. Let's try do it again. Girl, I know you're looking for a man who can love